He was a serial killer who bragged about killing people, and he professed and confessed to be a demon.
He was that, bruh. If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on feet by himself.
Vaughn gave me a lot of passes. He could have killed me a couple times. I was relieved for the community, man, because he was over there torturing them guys, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Something was wrong with him. That's not human, man. You're not regular, man.
Heart Pirates TCG.
Yo, what is good, everybody? This is your boy. Just got back from Dallas, actually. I got 3rd place on Doflamingo in day 1, and then I just got 29th place in day 2. I did lose to an RP Luffy because I misplayed super hard, and he also had to top deck the Gear 5 to win, but he's a cool guy, subscriber, so if you're watching this, what's up? But as a Doflamingo player, as someone that plays the game at a very competitive level and doesn't really play casually, I should tell you that I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the ban list that I believe either should be the case or will be the case, and I'll explain my decisions as to why. Now, the first one I'm going to talk about is the, unfortunately, Ice Age. Now, funny enough, I did see a video with Small Hat Crew, Chris, check out his channel if you guys haven't already, but he's a friend of mine, and he did a video, and he was like, anyone that thinks that Ice Age should not be, or that thinks Ice Age should be banned, doesn't play the game. And I was like, damn, I guess I don't play the game, because I think Ice Age is probably gonna go, man. I think Ice Age either should go or should probably go, and I hope it doesn't go, by the way, because I just picked up 4 of the alt art Ice Ages from my friend Drew, so that would be a big $100 down the drain if it does get banned. But to be fair, the reason behind the Ice Age banning is it's just too strong. It's too strong. I know everyone's like, it's a neg 1, it's a neg 1, it's this, it's that. It's not really though, right? So it's technically a neg 1, right? So you minus a card from hand, and then you minus 5 cost to a character. The problem is no other characters that you play actually use, you know, discarding effects to kill something. So it's a -1, and then you play a character from hand, but that character is a body that either establishes another body and a blocker, or it just kills the character that I just basically spent my entire turn playing. So that's the issue, right? Is it's technically a neg 1, but because you're establishing a character on top of it, that you're basically getting rid of something that I played for a lot of Dawn for very little cost, and while you're also establishing a board. It's really tough to actually get off of, or I'm sorry, it's really tough to get through with that much advantage that they're generating, especially because those bodies that they establish are usually pretty big, or they're kind of annoying. So for example, Rebecca brings back a 2k and then can just play a Lucci basically, right, with like the Spandine combo, or Gecko Moria plays a Rebecca and then Rebecca plays the Lucci, right? There's a lot of like really great advantages that Ice Age brings you, and it's too cheap to be able to be fair with black being so dominant right now. Maybe not, I wouldn't say the word dominant, because BY, Luffy, and Blackbeard are kind of keeping black down a little bit, but I don't think like floodgates and like pseudo floodgates like Sabo should be the answer for decks like Lucci or Gecko or Sakazuki, you know, whatever it is, like KO decks. Like because I think like that's what Yu-Gi-Oh did, and I think Yu-Gi-Oh is actually a really bad example of how you should balance the game, because floodgates are not good for the game. I actually don't really think Blackbeard is a good card for the game either. Like the leader, I think like a walking floodgate is like kind of like, I don't know, I think it's kind of like unhealthy, and it's not fun to play against in my opinion. So I personally don't like playing against Blackbeard. So I think we should balance the game in a different way, and I think we should, you know, either take out Ice Age, or another card that, you know, I'm sure all of you guys should think about is Rebecca. So think of it like this, guys. If Gecko just like hard played Lucci, it would be much worse. It would be much like worse of a combo than like Gecko, Rebecca, then get the Lucci, because at least you're not being defensive by taking 2 cards off the board basically with like a Lucci, while also establishing a blocker. It almost makes like Lucci like almost unkillable unless you're playing BY or like Blackbeard basically, which is really tough, right? So if Rebecca were to go, a lot of their like early game advantage engines with like Rebecca and like Ice Age plus Brook would kind of be out the window, right? So they don't really have a lot of options to deal with like early game pressure, and I think that would actually be good. So if you're not going to ban Gecko, then I do believe that Rebecca and or Ice Age is actually the way to go. And the thing is, Rebecca is played in like every single black deck pretty much. So it does hurt, and same with Ice Age pretty much too. So it does hurt those other black decks, but you know, I think it would hurt the other black decks more if Gecko were to go, because Gecko is played in every single black deck 100% of the way at like a 4 of, unless the black deck is just bad, right? So they're either banning Ice Age and Rebecca, or Ice Age or Rebecca, or they're banning Gecko. Like one of the black cards has to go for the balance and sake of the game. That's why they banned Sakazuki, because they wanted to like keep the balance of the game like intact, I would say. But keeping Gecko is a little bit I don't know, it's definitely not really super balanced, I would say. The next card we're looking at, I'm sure you guys have seen the thumbnail, is the 2-cost Teach, the blue Doflamingo Teach. Now, funny enough, this is one of those cards that is an interesting, that's interesting. I don't know if you guys saw the list that I got top 64 with in Dallas the last time I was there, in set 8.5. It was right before I got top 8 at that online treasure cup. It was the tournament before that. I was playing One Teach, and I was like, man, this card is like not that great. And then when I played One Teach and saw how good everyone was, like I literally got top 64 playing One Teach, and I was like, damn, all these people are playing 4 Teaches, like they're seeing it and like they're generating so much advantage. I should play like 2. And I started playing 2, and I was like, I'm not seeing Teach enough. So I bumped it up to 3, and I bumped it up to 4. Then I realized, like, Teach is actually fucking broken. Like, Teach is actually, like, by far the best card in the deck. It's not even close. All of the crazy combos, like, Jinbei Weevil is a good combo, don't get me wrong. But it's way more broken when you go Jinbei Weevil, swing 7 for, like, 1 Dawn, essentially. Because you basically play Teach for free. And then you just put, like, you know, the rest of Dawn your leader, and then play Jinbei Weevil. And then for the rest of the game that you have Teach on the board, like, your grab blades are insane, because you go grab blade, and then you swing 7 into leader, and then you go fucking Jozu swing 7. Like, there's just, like, Mihawk swing 7. Like, bro, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. So as a biased Dofi player, I gotta let you guys know, if you really want to hurt Dofi, I think banning Teach, or even putting it at 1, is actually more harmful than, like, putting Jinbei at, like, or banning Jinbei, I would say. Obviously, Jinbei's an amazing card, right? And I just think, like, if you really want to cripple Dofi, like, limiting Jinbei and Teach, the deck is probably just dead. It's probably dead in the water, unless, like, it gets, like, crazy support down the road. But, like, Teach Jinbei is, like, the only reason that deck is even good. And I think, like, banning Teach slows it down enough where it's, like, you're if you go first, you, like, pretty much, like, automatically lose. Because you just, like, unless you open up, like, Perona or like your buggy into like a Jinbei, like your going first curve is terrible. But like now you can literally go first or second with Dofi, and it doesn't matter because Teach fixes like every single line, and you can like abuse Sengoku with Teach. It's just crazy, bro. Like I'm telling you guys, like right now, as someone who's gotten like 2 top 8s and like 4 top 64s with Dofi, I'm telling you, Teach is the problem, and it's not Jinbei. Now they're both problems, but if you're gonna like limit it to 1, if you had to choose 1 problem card, it is definitely Teach, and it's not even close. All right, it might be a little close, but it's definitely Teach. It's definitely Teach. And I'm sure you guys already knew this was coming, but Red Sanji leader has to go. He's so busted, bro. Giving anything rush, that leader is the most broken. Oh my god, I'm never gonna live that down. By the way, guys, if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I came out with a video like 6 months ago saying like Sanji's gonna be the next band leader. Turns out I was wrong on that one. All right, so this is probably I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I might be the worst predictor for like band cards like ever. I never get anything right, so like take this with a grain of salt. I probably should have said that in the beginning of the video, but as someone that plays the game like at like the highest level, I literally do not know anything about like band lists. I'm telling you, because they never take my advice, bro. They never take my advice. Anyway, the next card should be Gum Gum Giant. I know it's not really doing a whole lot right now, guys, but I believe that if we're kind of doing what we've been doing with Japan, which is like in the Eastern meta, is like they're kind of like planning ahead. It's like Red Purple Law got banned before Black Maria even came out. They're like, nah, bro, like this is a problem. This is a problem, man. And the 3-cost pudding too. And they realize, I think what they're doing, at least for now until we get caught up, which is really exciting, by the way, is they are future-proofing the game by testing it out and guinea pigging, lab ratting, you know, Japan or whatever, and making it so like they test it out on their side of the meta, and then they're gonna fix it for us so it doesn't become like a stale or problematic format. And seeing OP11 being kind of an issue with the Gum Gum Giant spam on multiple decks, it's probably going to go, or at least be like a 1 or a 2 of, because that card's absolutely insane. It's a draw 2, 4K counter, 1 cost event. And if you're at 10 Don, which all the decks can pretty much ramp to 10 Don really quickly, RP Luffy, Purple Luffy, Blue Purple Luffy, Green Purple Luffy, like every single one of the, there's so many Luffy leaders, holy shit. Every single one of those leaders can ramp to 10 Don and just like be super efficient with the Gum Gum Giant, and it's almost impossible to kill him. So I think they're going to ban it ahead of time, even though it's not really a problem right now with Doflamingo. So I'm really sorry, purple players, but you're probably not going to get Gum Gum Giant spam meta in OP11. I believe of all the cards that are likely to get hit, I think this is probably one of the most like likely cards to get hit. Had a short run, but it is what it is. Like, the card's just insane. Like bro, I've swung 22k with a Kaido before into life and had like other 5k attacks, and this guy countered out of every single one with like 3 Don up. That's like, it's insane. Like you can't beat that deck sometimes. Like, it's impossible. Like, it doesn't matter if they Dawn -2. If they just survive that last turn, they already have a full board of big guys. They'll just kill you on the crackback. So like the Dawn -2, it's only like relevant in the early parts of the game where like they're not gonna die anyway. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're playing into like a high roll Dofi. So even then, like the 6k leader decks they're not gonna die, you know, to Dofi in 2 turns, you know. And the last card that I think should probably go, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this one might be the most biased of all. I think BY Luffy has got to go. It has got to go. It is the most versatile deck I've ever seen. Like, this deck can play, other than like maybe Sakazuki, which is a banned leader, by the way, BY Luffy just plays every single card known to man, right? Like, they have like the Shirahoshi blocker, they have Viola, they have the Nami blocker, they have like freaking Gum Gum Bell, they have the +3 event, I forget what it's called, it's like draw 1 and +3 cost to something. They have fucking Kuzan, they have 10 cost Kuzan, Tempest Kick, like Gecko, like, you know, Egghead. They just have literally everything, bro. Like, this deck is like the most Swiss Army knife deck I've ever seen. Some of them play like Thunderbolt. It's like, dog, this deck is crazy, like, utility. And I'm not gonna lie, I think it's really cool, but like, the deck is super oppressive if you're playing into anything that's like not Blackbeard and like not. I think Dofi can. I'm personally like, I almost never lose to BY. I've only lost to like Wimmy's boyfriend and like one other guy on BY, like, ever. And since I was on Dofi in like a real tournament, I think I 4-0'd Dofi or 3-0'd BY this weekend at both the regionals. I went 3-0 against all the BYs I played. I'm pretty sure. I have to look at the matchups, but other than like 2 decks, it's really hard. They're even beating Bonnies. They're beating Bonnies. They're beating, like, Cross AI he just won the pod I was in when I got 29th. He won that event with BY. He played like 3 purple Luffys, an RP Luffy, your bad matchups, and he beat him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the deck, like, it just is too like versatile, you know what I'm saying? Now, it is a little inconsistent, I'm not gonna lie, but the deck is super versatile, and because people don't know how to play against it, that's another reason, by the way. Like, I'm sorry I'm going off on all these tangents right now, but because people are like mentally retarded playing against like BY Luffy, they like give them games they shouldn't even win. You know what I'm saying? It's like they'll just do the wrong thing multiple times, and like they'll bail the BY out, like, out of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Plankton meme where it's like, now hand it to him. It's like, here you go, and just give him the win. You know what I'm saying? So like so those cards right there, I'm gonna recap. It's like Ice Age or Rebecca, or maybe both. If one of those gets hit, it's doubtful that Gecko gets banned, but it's like one of those 3 for sure. Ice Age, Rebecca, or Gecko. One of those 3 is gonna go on the black side. Then there's BY Luffy, the leader. I like that one's probably pretty biased, I'm not gonna lie, but that deck's like pretty annoying. That deck's kind of like have to go. And then you have Teach, the 2 cost Teach, and then you have Gum Gum Giant. Right? So those cards should 100% either be limited, banned, or affected in some way, right? BY Luffy is way too powerful, it's way too oppressive, it's way too versatile, unless you're playing like 1 or 2 different decks, which are also, one of them is just a walking floodgate, so of course it's going to lose into that. The other one is just like, can sometimes beat it, and even then it's not favored, right? Everyone says BY is favored into Dofi. I don't personally think so, but most of the time it is according to win rate. So all of these decks are like super oppressive or super like they gain too much advantage in some way, and they're keeping like every single deck out of the meta. And for the health and future of the game, those ones should probably go. But like I said, I'm the one that said Sanji should be banned, so what do I really know? You know what I'm saying? Real quick, I'm going to be making a full announcement later, but guys, I am opening up my coaching 100%. I'm available most days, morning and afternoon, so let me know, hit me up. Coaching is $60 an hour. My accommodations are, obviously I have like 3 cereals, a top 8 at a treasure cup, so 4 top 8s, like 25 top 64. So I can definitely help you guys get you to where you need to be. Hit me up in the Discord link below to sign up for all that. So peace.